Well, hello there. It is Sunday,
Hello.
and it is time for Chatting with Charles. And I got my guest here, Martin of L&M Guitar Corner. And as he phrases it on the bottom, the M in the L&M Guitar Corner.
Thanks for having me, Charles.
Thank you for coming on. I really appreciated the message the other day.
Sure, anytime.
All right. So it has been a little bit since you've been on the channel.
Yeah.
First time on this set. The new background set with the round rock water tower in the background. So welcome.
Thanks.
All right. So let's see who we got in the chat so far. I know that Steve Reeser was in last night, like 3 minutes after I put it up. He was chomping
I've
at the
seen
bit.
that one, yeah.
And Earl Colai is here, and he says, "Howdy, friends. What are we drinking, boys?" He's riding a crest of a strong cup of coffee and have a bad case of caffeine addiction. So, well, I've got some coffee going here myself. Earl?
I have nothing on my side, and I don't drink any coffee at all. I don't like the taste of it. So
we can't be friends.
Surprising for a software developer, right?
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what keeps you going.
Nothing really.
Nothing. I just crash when I crash, and they have to accept it. We got brother Mark Taft here, and he's saying hi to both of us. Well, hello there, Mark. We got Cushman NYC saying hello.
Hey, Kush.
We got Big Wave Dave saying hello.
Hey there, Dave.
There you go. We got Brother Ed, or better known in YouTube circles as Puppy Badass.
Hey, Ed.
And he's on vacation in the wilds of Maine.
Oh, nice.
Yep. He got Dashly Dave saying sup all.
Hey there.
You got the best bass channel on the planet, PC Rich 581, saying hello to everybody in the chat.
Dark Crop.
And we got that guy Ben Coombs, that guy from Canada. He just follows you around everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, Ben.
Hey, morning, Ben.
The Austrian franchise.
There you go. He spun off all these channels. Zach Fong is in the chat. He no doubt a very nice acoustic sit in his lap as he's sitting with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Zach.
We got Bo, Guitar Man 45, saying hello to both of us.
Hey, Bo.
We got Keith Melendez for the love of guitars in the chat. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Keith.
I love that, the FTL for the love of guitars. Let's see, we got Bonkers. He has made it. He is morning, my dudes. All right.
Morning, Bonkers.
We got JP Page 2, resident guitar amp expert.
Hey, Jim. I think I've figured out the issues with the Vox amp.
Excellent.
The Defiant. So, yeah, I need to order a few capacitors. I could fix one issue already, but I think there are more, and I think I also found those. So,
yeah, I think I've got a tube going on my PV Classic 30. We got brother William DeSilva. What's up, folks? Well, what's up, William? We got fellow Texan Martian Murray saying howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
And there he is, Steve Reeser, back in the chat after an 11-hour.
Hey, Steve.
After an 11-hour wait. Welcome in, Steve. Appreciate you. We got Matt from McCollum Music. He says, I'm awake, but I'm not. He's awake. No, I'm not. But here, nevertheless. Oh, appreciate you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for coming.
Mm-hmm. We got brother Tim Thomas making an appearance. Hello there, bud. Let's see. Patrick Trett saying good day. Hey, well, good day.
Good day.
Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Blackjack Guitar saying hi, Charles and Martin. Chatsters. Cheers. We got Ian's Guitar Shack. Made it over. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Bonjour.
Ian, we're due for our part 2 on chat with Charles if you're interested, my friend. Let's see. And I think that gets about everybody because we said hello to Zach Fong, but we're going to say hello to Zach Fong again. And Paul McNary sneaks in just as I said I was finished.
Hey there, Paul.
And Paul says, "Hey, Martin and Charles and all, did I get all the letters? My eyes were closed." Yes, you did. All right, so Martin, you've been on a couple times, and we always end up having a great chat. I want to really thank you for coming back. Looking forward to it.
Thanks for having me. Same here.
Oh no, I appreciate it. So, what have you got going on?
Okay, quite a few things actually. I'm not in a band anymore, so that happened. Hey, Vox Guitar Rocks.
Morning, Vox.
Vox Guitars Rock. So one S too much. Yeah, I'm not in a band anymore. It happened that our drummer is not in the mood for music currently, and yeah, the other one that we've had that would have sit in for it started a metal project on his own, where he's the singer, so he also has no time, and so we are just one guitar / bass player and me as a guitar player left, and yeah, we thought it's not making much sense because he's also already in another band where he's having his funk project, and yeah, so I'm on the look for a new band. There's that.
Okay. So, are you? So, let me ask you this: Are you thinking about immediately beginning to look for a band, or are you going to kind of give yourself some time to figure out what you want to do?
My plan is to start practicing quite a bit more. I've bought that new course that Chris Buck just announced, so I'm looking forward to that one. Also, I'll be going to Guitar Summit, so I'm looking for for a masterclass there as well. Let's see.
Nice.
What's there this year? I'm thinking about Martin Miller.
All right.
Because his masterclass is about playing by ear. So improvising with hearing a melody and playing it back. So that sounds interesting. The other ones, I'm not so sure about it. I still hope that Chris Buck would have one there as well. So I'm still waiting for that. So because
you've always been kind of a really good Chris Buck fan.
Yeah, I love his playing. Or Josh Smith. Would love one with him too.
So how quickly is Guitar Summit coming up?
That one is in the end of September, the last weekend of September. So I think
that'll be here
around 28th, something like this.
Yeah, that'll be here before we know it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So do you have plans for content coming out of Guitar Summit?
I'm not quite sure, because it might be that I'll be going alone with no one else. And then it might be a bit, annoying, problematic to, make really good content. So it's not like last year when Lucas was filming me interviewing someone, or, I could maybe film a few of the booths, just like I did with the NAMM show, also a little bit there, but we will see how much it will be. And content is another topic. Hey there, Keith. Because we're not putting out much content currently, if at all. We've talked about this before we started the show. Lucas is also not in the mood to film anything. Filming is one thing, but then cutting and
it's not just the filming. The filming is the easy part, right? You can knock out a little bit. Is the filming and the editing. Yeah, and he's got those youngsters, right? He's got those youngsters that they're at that age where they take all the time, right?
Yes.
So
we're not putting out much content there. I might make a small video about my basement room that's now more or less finished. There are a few things I'd like to improve in there still, especially from the acoustic point of
and if you folks haven't seen that room before, there's kind of a build series on it, right?
Yeah, it's not too much of a build series, but yeah. So I might make another video how I have the setup down there with the now going into 2 amps in parallel into the mixing board and then into a PC. So
excellent. Well, let's welcome in Keith H. He says, hello, Charles. Good to see you and Martin. Well, it's good to see you too, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
And we got Glenn Michael Thompson and Glenn Michael Thompson, Art and Music, saying hello this morning. Well, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
And Steve Gunner has made his way in with a happy Sunday. So
happy Sunday.
And there was a comment up here earlier about the bandmates, and it's just finding a good bandmate is hard to find. And there it is, Guitar Man 45. Mm-hmm. He's had some experience with this lately. Finding the right bandmate is not so easy. What's the comment?
Yeah. So I will not rush it if something happens. I've made contact with a friend of my father who's also playing guitar, and he's coming from the classical guitar and jazz guitar side. So he's more he's playing a lot of fingerstyle, jazzy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also a lot I can learn from him, and also he hasn't played much of the improvisation, so he was more the rhythm guitar guy, and plays really great rhythm with his fingers, complex rhythm with jazz chords and things that are easy for me to to find on the fretboard and do on the fretboard are hard for him, and vice versa. So it's quite interesting. So I'm playing with him.
That's great when you get together with someone like that, because you have that passive knowledge back and forth.
Yeah.
We want to welcome in Hit Metalworks on the West Coast, waking up and having a good time with coming in and saying hello to us. Appreciate it. And Sean Hockey's made his way in.
Hey, Sean.
Appreciate you, bud. Let's see. But so it looks like, it sounds like you've got, with all those things going on, it sounds like you have a good opportunity to go back and kind of work on your own playing again.
Yeah.
Which is something that you always try to really sit there and do.
Yes, that's right. So I have more time in general also. I also stopped being the coach of the soccer team, football/soccer team of my son. So I have that out of the way as well. So that's 12 to 15 hours a week of freed up space that I'm having. So I can, get more time into my playing as well. Currently, it's filled up with work, so not that much, unfortunately. But I hope to get there.
All right, so you signed up for the Chris Buck course, and have we started on that at all?
That one is starting, and also in September.
Okay,
it's gonna be released also on Sunday when Guitar Summit is. I think the 28th.
Okay,
I have to look that one up. I think it's the 28th. It will start then.
It's a release in conjunction with Guitar Summit coming,
Yeah, so that one would just lend itself perfectly for him to have a masterclass there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So, it would be the marketing tool, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I've got this thing out. Let me give you a taste.
Yeah, and he will have a Zoom masterclass in the week before the release as well.
Mhm.
So on that one, I will also take part. Yeah.
I want to welcome in Jimmy Bider with a what's up.
What's up?
You can hear him say it whenever you read it. It's like. And hello, Wayne McConnell. Welcome in.
Hey there, Wayne.
So, what was it? What was there any? Because you've been following Chris forever, and so what was it about this course? Were you going to take this course no matter what, or was there something new in it that you're like?
I have to see. I bought also that Best of Friday Fretworks map that or book that he made. Let me see. I should have it somewhere here, I think. I can't find it. There's the Gibson book, the 335 book. Don't know where it is right at the moment. And there he tapped out the 10 favorite solos of Friday Fretwork. And just with dabbling in it with 10-15 minutes, I could already take quite a few things out from his playing. And it's when you see it tapped out with the chords and everything around it, it's totally obvious what he's playing. If you're looking at it, if you're hearing it, well, if you're really good, you can, or if you're experienced with it, you can probably also do this. But for me, that one was like, oh yeah, there's an arpeggio over there, then he goes over there, then he adds a second in between, has these few steps where he climbs up to the next chord, the next arpeggio over there, then he implies a seventh chord because he does a major seventh chord because it adds the major seven to it, and he always plays around these chords. Not quite sure if it's intentionally or not. It's not so much that scale approach that he's making, and he's always climbing up and down the neck, a lot like slide players also do.
Yeah, I think as guitarists, though, we kind of find our own favorite chords and use them whenever we can. It's like the starting point, right?
Yeah, and that one helped me already a lot to figure out a few things that he does. And from that point on, I was already sold if he brings out a course about his playing. And he calls it playing with feel. So essentially his take on things. So I'm really curious about that one.
Okay. Well, I want to welcome in Greasy Monkey Guitars and Steve Cassidy Guitar. Thank you for joining us this morning. But
thanks for joining.
Chris Buck is just a great guy. He's got a great attitude, right? And it's like, and
he's such a relaxed and funny guy to be around as well. I've met him at Guitar Summit, and he was talking, I think, with a Yamaha representative over there. And just before, he had not a masterclass, but one of those open shows where he's talking about a few things where you can ask. It's like an open masterclass, let's call it like that. It's not that small like the real masterclasses where you're, I think, 15 to 20 people in there, and it's a larger stage. They show a few things, talk about a few things, and then you have a few questions at it. And I've asked him if I could have a minute with him, and he said okay, no problem. And we were talking about quite a few things already there, and then during that class during that show, when you were able to ask him questions, I also had still a question that I wanted to ask him there, and I raised my hand, and he didn't see me right away, so he took 3 or 4 others, and then he noticed me. He said, "Oh, yeah, Martin, buddy, go ahead. And all the room turned his head,
Turned
their
around.
head around. Who is that guy? They're like,
This is Martin. This is Martin guy. What's going on here?
so yeah, ask him the question here. He answered it. Yeah, and he was always joking around. Yeah, I know 4 of the 5 notes of the pentatonic and such things. Yeah, it. He seems like a really fun guy to be around. Yeah,
But yeah, there's nothing like that feeling where someone just kind of calls you out and you weren't expecting it, and the whole room.
Yeah.
See, who's that guy?
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah, that was one of my highlights of last Guitar Summit.
Be honest though, when it happened, did you remember your question?
Yes, I did. But it threw me off a little bit. I was like, what? He remembers me, he notices me, he remembers me, calls me by my name. Yeah.
But yeah, that's gotta be a good feeling.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really cool.
Well, and you did you used to follow Steve McLennan a whole bunch, right?
Don't know.
There was a what his name is now.
You mean Jared James Nichols?
No, him too. But there was a lesson guy on YouTube that used to watch a lot of his.
Rusty Guitars. I was
Rusty Guitars. Yeah,
looking at him, and also Jeff McClain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jack McClain. I have been watching more of his lesson videos lately.
Yeah,
and now I get it. It's like, okay. They're very, very helpful.
Yeah, he's a great teacher. He explains it very well.
Mm-hmm. He takes his time. He doesn't rush it, and it's just, you don't feel there's no real pressure in it, right? It's not anything he does, he really explains before he does it, which is kind of
yeah. I'm always looking at his TrueFire courses. I have the TrueFire 1 year subscription, and I'm looking at this, and yeah.
Well, Brian says, hey, sorry you're late for the party. Steve threw me off by going live today. I thought it was Thursday. It's funny. Hey, Brian. Well, Brian, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah. And Brian says he prefers one note scales, much easier to learn. All right. This is true.
Yeah.
And William says, and chromatic scales. So, all right. So we got Guitar Summit coming up, and we got the Chris Buck lessons coming up. But rumor is you've got a project coming in the works here.
Yeah. My buddy Franz, he bought a guitar kit that I should finish for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's better say he ordered a guitar kit, a custom one, one from Precision Guitars, Canada. It's a Les Paul style kit with a maple cap, a real maple cap, not just some veneer on it. It's quadruple A spalted, not spalted, quadruple A quilted maple.
Quilted. There you go.
Yeah. And I should make for him burst from bilious green in the center to purple on the outside. And if you tell me, when he told me this, he would like to have green in the center and purple on the outside, I was first like, what are you thinking? That can't work. Right, because purple, green, that's pretty much as far apart as it could be. Right. But it does work. And because I put this then into an AI to just get an idea, how could this look like? I had no idea how this could look like.
and before you reveal it, right? Before you reveal it, because you and I were talking in agreement before the show.
Yeah.
And I had that same reaction when you said purple and green. It's like, how do you make that work? Are there transition colors in there? What is going on to make this thing work? Because you don't ever think of purple and green together in a way that would look good. I've seen purple and green together, but I haven't seen it in a way that makes it look good.
Okay. Want me to share?
I think so. I think it's time.
Okay. Let's see. So this one.
Okay. And let's add that over here. And it works, right? It works. If that green has got to be iridescent for this to work.
Yeah. And it's also the purple has to be right, I think.
Yeah.
And you have that transition with the blue in there, and the blue just a hair to get the transition going.
Mm-hmm. Steve says purple and green can work together depending on the shades. Yeah, you have to have the right tones and right shades. And you and I were kind of talking through how to get this done, right?
Yeah.
And so, I think we both looked at it, and you got to start with what color?
I'm starting with the green in the center. Well, first the black.
The black, right?
First the black, then sand it back down so it's the black is stuck into the deeper pores. So you get that accent highlighted that we also see over here in black or darker. Then with the green in the center. And then I'm not quite sure how I'll do it, actually.
I think the idea that you talked about before, where once you do the green, do the blue all the way to the edge.
Yeah, I will have to try this. I still have a maple piece over here that I could use. I will have to sand it back down because I have a finish on it, but I have a solid maple body over here that I could sand down and try this on with a flame on it. So I will try it with a flame. It should be not too much of a difference. So I will go with that. Sand that one down. Have then, as mentioned before, the black to get that marking in there highlighted. Sand it back down again. So we just have the highlights. Then the green in the center. Then with blue, get that fade in there and get it outside all the way to the edge. And then with red from the outside towards the blue, and then get there the fade from blue to that purple with the red that's going in. That should mix with the blue.
And this is a great candidate for that little scrape the edge and kind of get the binding look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has cream binding also there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. He does. All right.
Yeah.
Great. Then you just scrape the binding off and then you get it. Lucas has in, and he said he just caught up watching at 1.5 speed. Well, welcome.
Hey, Lucas. So yeah.
And Matt says, look up Ibanez Northern Lights burst. It's green and purple. He has one, and it's awesome. Excellent.
Yeah, and what he has is he's not going for the humbuckers. He's going for the P90s.
Yeah.
That's also a difference. So yeah.
That'll be a fun project.
That will be a challenge. I hope it works out. The good thing is, due to the fact that it's not just a veneer, but hey Dan, it is a real solid maple cap.
It's a full good cap, and so you've got that.
I have a little bit of meat, so I could sand back down a little bit and try it maybe 1 or 2 times to get that working. But yeah.
Well, I think folks are really liking it. Glenn Michael Thompson says the blue makes the transition work. It sure does.
It's the blue is all about it, because without the blue it would not work. So yeah.
Well, that brings me to another point. You and I have a project
Yeah.
that we're working on together. And so we're going to do this base for you. And we are currently in the search for a fabric. And so, I asked Martin, like I ask all the folks that I do guitars in, okay, what are you thinking? What's your vibe? What do you want to go with? And Martin says, I trust you.
Yeah. I totally trust Charles.
And I was like,
Lies in here.
yeah, but what do you want? And he's like, no, I trust you.
Yeah, trust Charles. Well, it's not that. I would like to have a theme on it.
Okay.
Not just paisley, or just a pattern, right?
Right.
Because what I like about your work is your eye for catching the perfect spot of a fabric that has a theme on it to place, for example, with the Freedom Cast, place the birds just right on it there, with the base, or especially also with the skulls tele you have there. Placing that pin-up skulls just right on the body, so they are in the focus. You're so great at this, so I trust you fully with picking out the great fabric for it, where you think, okay, this will look great on it, and where you have an idea, oh, I want to place this one in the center, or I would like to have this one over there. So yeah.
All right, so we'll do. So I will find you fabric, and like I told you in the green room, something is saying birds to me. It just I know how you like to put the birds on your fretboards. Did you put birds on this fretboard?
No. I have. It's a regular one. It should be dots, I think.
Yeah, it's dots.
I have not seen that one at all. So
I haven't looked at the neck yet, so I don't know either. So you might as well.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you went headless.
Yeah, it's headless.
You got brave. You went headless.
Yeah.
I did not know it was headless.
That's quite a few frets over there, huh?
Yeah, it's
more than any of my guitars.
I will say,
I think it's a maple neck.
The ends feel pretty good. They are going to need a little rounding over, but there's nothing like. So, it's a nice neck.
Yeah.
You got some really nice green in there.
Yeah.
You got some really interesting green as it goes through.
I have an idea.
I know you do. I saw when we started looking at the grain, I saw the light bulb go on. And I think I know what it is.
It was probably the monkey. Ding, ding, ding. Like with Homer Simpson, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's going to be some fun. I am thinking birds, but I've got some other ideas. And so what we're going to find for you is a fabric that tells a story. Something, like you said, you were saying the theme of this and that, and something that's got this one or two figures that's just really great that we can locate. The only thing is those pickups take a big, so the pickups here are going to take up a bunch, and because you've got the extra cut out because it's headless.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I've intentionally grabbed that one because it has no pick guard.
Right. Yeah. So what we're gonna look at this piece here.
Yeah.
This here, and I think the other area is maybe we can find something to fit within here.
Yeah, or with the knobs there.
Yeah.
There's also
And
quite a bit.
so, and maybe we'll find some knobs that that go along with the theme of whatever the fabric is.
Yeah.
Change that out and make that easier. All right, so that's the project that Martin and I have going together, and
The first time I see it in such detail.
I know he's like, did you want to see the body up close again?
No, I've seen that one. I thought when you've shown it in that one video, I was immediately good that I've sent it to you, because that's not stop with the birds.
I just saw that.
Birds. There are birds. Forbane.
Oh, that was good. Matt says baby crib animal sheets, 70s floral couch. Pedigree falcon would be precise. Too precise.
Yeah, that's my favorite animal of all.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so that is actually, I'm making a note on that, because if I can find a fabric, if I can find a pedigree falcon fabric, because that would be cool. Because if you really like what we did with the layout on this one,
I love it.
and this was hard with this fabric. Okay, this was hard with this fabric to find a way to get, because these eagles were so big, and they were so spread out on the fabric that it was just hard to find a way to make it work. And so I laid it out in the video. I'm on with Ed, and we're laying it all out, and put it down the first time, looking at that one eagle with the big spread out wingspan, and I placed that one where I thought it would be great. And he's like, "Oh, that's it. The first time." I was like, he's like, "That's it." Like, no, you don't understand. There are possibilities here. Hold on. And then he went through like four or five different possible layouts, and he's like, "No, you had it right the first time."
Well, oftentimes the first intuition is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, and Ben says, "I guess Charles won't be fabricating the headstock."
Well, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm thinking about staining.
Earl, why do you hurt me, Earl? Why?
I think about staining the neck on the backside with a dark stain, with a dark brown one, and then sand it back down so you have that darker brown highlighting that figuring on the neck.
How about the old stonewash jean fabric? Too plain? No, actually, it can look pretty cool, especially because in the stonewash on it, you get all the lighter areas where like it was folded when they did it.
Yeah,
it can actually be pretty interesting.
That's something my son managed with this one quite nicely. It has some kind of similar vibe to it.
Yeah,
on the back side.
And I love it, that one area where the green just really sunk in.
Yeah, it's blue, more blue.
Yeah, it's a bluish green. Yeah, but it just brings out that green so much.
Yeah. Let's get it back up there.
Gear Junkie 35 has made his way in.
Here you go.
Yeah, and Music Therapy Lass, he says, "Hey now, chapters and mods." Well, hello, Lass.
Hey, Lass.
Let's see. Still with you. Well, appreciate that, Glenn Michael Dobbs. Appreciate it. Okay, so what are you really playing now? You've because you've really kind of honed down your collection to stuff that you really like.
Yeah.
And you have done what so many guitarists just simply can't do. You're like, I've got what I want now. And
yeah, there are probably 2 guitars that I would
okay,
that are still somewhat they're reaching me. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm trying to play all the guitars that I'm having. So yeah, acoustic obviously over there, the Martin. Then on that one, I need to play more slide again.
Yeah, I absolutely love that one.
Yeah. Then lately, since my son built it, this one has been very consistent on getting played. So I would say maybe even the most.
Okay.
Because that one is also really loud acoustically. So I can just grab that one down, play a little bit acoustically, and if I decide to go with amplification, with some gain or something, I can still use it. So I'm playing that one a lot. Obviously, the 335 is always in there in the mix. Lately, just recently, I've again pulled out the Tele. Didn't play that one that much, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. But each time I pick it up, I notice that's a mistake.
The guitar is telling you. Play
yeah, but that's pretty much with all of my guitars telling me. This G needs a rework. I've sent that one to Toman for the plaque job together with the one that I built for my daughter. With that one,
yep.
This one,
which is absolutely beautiful.
And now it also plays beautiful. That one is probably, I'm not sure, probably the best playing guitar I've ever played.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, Steve Gunner says he got an Epiphone LP in rough shape for basically free. He says I should try a fabric of sorts on it.
Sure,
why not? I mean, the beautiful thing about doing a fabric top guitar is if you take your time, you can always take the fabric off if you know what you're doing. If you don't go, if you like say I've got this multi-directional fabric and it doesn't matter which way I put it on, and then you put it on, it turns out it is only one directional. You have to rip it off. You can do it as long as you get. The trick is if you want to take it back off, and this is before you put clear on it, because once you put clear on it, then it's going to be a mess. But you can still take it off. But before you put clear on it, just get that fabric good and wet, because it'll loosen up your glue.
Yeah. So yeah, the SG is currently not being played. The fretboard was too soft to hold the stainless steel frets in there when they were going over it with the plaque machine. So I need to do once more kind of a little level over it because the surface is rough due to vibrations that got on it, and the glue was not holding the some frets properly. Okay. So I have to probably remove 2 or 3 frets. It's just 2 or 3 frets on the upper end, and they did not go over it with the fret dressing. So it's not crowned. And I will have to do the crowning. That's not that big of an issue, and I'll probably just replace those 2 or 3 frets with not stainless steel frets, because those are, I think, 2 or 3 frets and in the upper register. Those are not being played that frequently anyway. That they would have this much wear on it. I think it's the 19th fret, the 21st fret. And this is the 22nd even. So, yeah. Forget about it. They don't need to be stainless steel. The other ones I'll be crowning, and then I will have to do that one again. Also, during transportation, the neck did break. I don't see where it did break. They've put it back together in a way that I can't see it at all. So I will have to finish the neck once more, stain it again. So a lot of work on that one to get that one playable again. The one of my son, the green PRS style over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that one too.
I'm playing that one every now and then, so it's getting played, and it's essentially the same with this one that I've built for my daughter. That one is not in the regular circulation of playing the guitars. It's just so they are being played every now and then. Not much more. Then there is the Strat in the basement, and the SC550, so the Harley Benton Les Paul style guitar. That one is also in the basement. Those are getting played when I'm down there. And then I have the Greco in the rehearsal room at the company. So, well, not in the rehearsal room. I have it actually in my office. So whenever I feel like it, I can play there as well. So that's that.
And I think of all my guitars, I think the Guild Acoustic gets played the most just because I have it out in the living room. And
that makes a big difference. It's like having them right over there. It's like, especially these two guitars are certainly getting the most play from all of these because I can just...
They're right behind your head, yep.
They're like this, I have it there, and I can start playing, right? So, and I can hang it just like that.
So so I've got the Guild that gets played a lot, and of course the Gretsch right behind me because it's always right there in the chair, ready to go. And then the American Strat and the Pinup and Skulls Telly are probably the ones that get all the play all the time.
Did you change the pickups already?
I have not changed the pickups already. That is, there's no way that I am not doing a video of changing those pickups. Got to make a big deal. It's a Martin sponsored video.
I see it coming. I'll be changing the pickups for you when I get to go to get the bass from you and bring you my Baja Telly.
Well, honestly, there's an interesting story behind that. I did not get all the orange peel off of that finish on the Pinup and Skulls Telly. Now, most people wouldn't notice it looking at it, but I can see it, right? I know all the little places, and I know it can be very because when I finished with that one, I wanted to start Unfucking Believables, and so I didn't wet sand that one as much as I really wanted to because I wanted to get onto the other one and thank him for the things he had done for me. And the finish on his is so much better than the finish on mine, just because it was completely all the way done, right? And I've already have a problem with the layout on his is better than the layout on mine. Because I had that idea in the back of that. I wanted to see that woman with the whole naked back on the bottom of the guitar where it would all be showed off. But when you took that and you put it in between the pickups, like I did on his layout, it's even better. Yeah. So the whole thing was, okay, I decided that the reason why it's taking me so long, well, it took me a while to get the pickups, right? But once I got the pickups, it was like, I want to wait because I want to do it at the same time. I want to finish out that finish. And make it, finish wet sanding out that finish, buff it back out, install the pickups, and, do it again. So I wanted to do that right, and I wanted to do it. I want to do it as a sponsored video to thank you for sending me the pickups to begin with.
No need to.
But we're looking forward.
By the way, there is also news from your channel, isn't there?
Is there?
You told me in the green room.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I decided that. So I had been putting off monetizing the channel. I was just like, you go ahead and do it. And so I was like, well, I'm going to, let me go turn it, let me go ahead and monetize it and see what happens. Right. And so maybe it'll pay for some of the things that we're doing. Cause clear ain't cheap.
Yeah.
You know, every time I do one of these, it's between the fabric and all the materials, it's at least $200 in materials going into it. And so I was like, maybe that'll get me to a point where maybe, once a year I could give one away.
And for all of you guys to support Charles, he also has a merch store.
Yeah.
I hope you have the link in the description.
The link is in the description for the thing. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But it was just a little way of it makes it easier to sit there and say to my wife, hey, this is worth doing if it's paying for some of the stuff we're doing. It's a little
sure.
I'm not gonna get rich in doing it, not trying to do that, but just figured, okay, let's put it out there and see what happens. And then maybe maybe we start working with a little bit better quality instruments as a base. We'll see. All right. And Glenn Michael Thompson says, "What's up with the resonator guitar, Martin? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Could you pull that down and show it off a little bit?"
Sure. That resonator is I will have to stand up for that one because that's an accident about.
And this is one of my favorites in your collection for sure.
That's an original national 1937 Duolian. The interesting thing about it is the model is a 1938 model, but the serial number clearly states that it's made in 1937. So it must have been one of the first 1938 models that have been built in 1937 to be released in 1938.
Right.
So yeah, there's that, and the thing is, we have a video on our channel about this guitar, and it's the birth year of my late grandfather.
Mm-hmm. I loved that. There were those different connections within that to that guitar and your family, and that guitar made it to the right place.
Yeah, and I already thought I've lost it, or I didn't, because usually one of these are going for around 4K, something like this, and especially in the condition that one is in. It's collecting dust over here. Shame on me. So
you got to pull it down and do the slide thing. But it honestly, it's it has the look, it has the attitude, and when I think resonator, that's what I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I always wanted a metal body resonator, especially to try myself on slide guitar. So I'm not sure if it's in tune, and nope, it's not.
Nope. Not even close.
Not even close. And I'm not having a tuner anywhere close. So yeah. So I've tuned it normally to open G, and about it. I thought I've lost it, so I could not, because I've seen it in a local store. There was no price tag on it, and I've looked at it, and I've played a couple of resonators that day, and this one was just amazing. There's that really thick V-neck on it, and I really love V-necks. I have a V-neck on the Baja has a V-neck. Then my Road One Strat has a V-neck. The Martin has a V-neck. That's the ones with the V-neck. The other ones have C-necks, but I wouldn't mind having V-necks on everything. So yeah, it just sits right in my hand. for that.
That's an interesting question. Then, when you've been ordering these kits, have you been ordering V-necks for the kits, or?
No, you can't order V-necks on those. You can only order the regular shape. I could have sanded it down to a V-neck, but they are rather slim C-shaped necks, and that would probably not feel right to. Yeah, they're not. You see,
Right.
they're not
And that
too
one's already
thick.
pretty thin. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you make that one to a V, I don't see much benefit in it. So yeah, didn't go for that one, and yeah. So I've played it, and I didn't even bother asking for the price because I thought it's about 4K, something like this. I think 3 weeks later, or not even 3 weeks later, I think 2 weeks later, I go into the store and I've seen it sold. And then I've asked it was still there with just the tag sold. And yeah, out of curiosity, I think Lucas asked it. Yeah. When he was there, I think 3 months later, it was still there, still with the tag sold. Lucas was there. It's still there? It's still here? Yeah, the guy who bought it, he hasn't paid me yet. He just said he would buy it. Didn't pay for it yet. And then Lucas asked, yeah, out of curiosity, how much does it cost? Did he pay for it? And he said 2,500 euros. And I'm like, and he wrote me, well, it's still there, something like that. And I'm like, man, 2,500 euros. I could have afforded this. Right?
Right.
And then he told Lucas, yeah, if he's not picking it up by the end of the week, I'll put it up for sale again. And Lucas texted me all of this, and I'm like, well, I will have to call my wife. Right? Because they were on holiday during this time. I was alone at home. I was working. And I texted her, and she said, "Well, do what you want. I can't stop you anyway, like this, right?" And
that's not quite permission, but
yeah, it was not quite permission, but it was. Well, yeah. It's. I won't kill you for this. I won't divorce you for it.
Acknowledging is still cheaper than a girlfriend.
So she said, well, yeah, if for that price, if you really want it, go get it. And I texted Lucas back, well, tell him if it's by the end of the week, if it's still there by the end of the week, I'm gonna come pick it up. He told him this. And then the store owner said, if he's coming, you know what? Pissed at the other guy. If he's coming, picking it up today, he's going to get it for 2,200. And I was like, okay, I'm on the way.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'm on my way. Don't close on me.
Let me just stop at the bank on the way over.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's how I got this guitar. And it was displayed as a 1938 because it's a 1938 model. And
just it being a 1938, right? It's just, that's there, but to have that particular story with it as well, and then it be your grandfather's birth year guitar.
Yeah, and then being it a 1937, actually, when I was looking up everything, I was like, well, yeah, it's not 1930. It would be really cool if it's a 1937 because then it's the birth year of my late grandfather. And yeah, when I got home, I checked the serial number, and there's something odd on it on the serial number. Looked it up. Well, it's a 1937, but it's a 1938 model. Okay. So, yeah, there are a couple of things that are really cool details about this guitar. Yeah.
I want to bring attention to a couple things here. We got Ben Coombs is going to have BC Rich 581 as his guest tonight. So make sure as you go through the rest of your day that you go and you check that out.
That one will certainly
Yeah.
be something I'll be listening
NPC
to.
Rich says,
during
"My
work.
God, have mercy on Ben's soul." And apparently, Ben has been stealing himself. He says he's prepared. So when we were talking, when you were showing off your Charles 75N shirt there, Puppy Badass says, "Hey, I got one." And Search Jones says, "I bought a shirt." Yeah, and Search Jones says, "I bought a shirt I have to wear on the rest of my fabric top journey if I can finish it." Well, Brian, I told you from the very beginning, I'm more than happy to get with you on that and offer whatever advice you like. But if I can do this, anybody can do it. Oh, so all right. So anything else you got in the works that you want to talk about, or?
Well, my New Year's resolution is with this one probably, set back quite a bit because I had the resolution to have 3 more songs. So I could take the time to just write them myself. But then again, I'm no bass player and I'm no drummer. I use Studio One with MIDI to program drum tracks, but it's not the same thing. And as I'm not a drummer, I don't have the feel for it to get something good out of it. It's very basic. So just that I have a rhythm and I keep my rhythm. I'm staying in my rhythm when recording it. So that one will be a thing. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's time to use the YouTube guitar community to help you out with that, because we know folks that play other instruments, and maybe you could lay down your guitar track and send it to somebody, and they can lay a bass track, and somebody else can lay a drum track on it.
Yeah. That
I know that Matt from the Column Music is pretty good at all that kind of stuff, and so maybe you got some collab opportunities available.
Yeah, I will have to find the time to get all of this done, do something properly with this.
And Glenn Michael Thompson says, "Thanks for sharing about your national guitar. Really appreciate it, Martin."
You're welcome.
A great story. It's a great story. I could listen to that story over and over again because it just makes that guitar so much better.
Yeah, it's really something special for me.
And Bo says you can come to the compound and record it here if you want.
Oh, well, I think my wife would kill me.
And Dan Kuhn says, "Fun show today." Well, thank you very much. And welcome to the Lamb, who's made it in. Good evening. He says, "Good evening, everybody. We'll appreciate you stopping in." Matt's in bed and jealous. Okay. I know that Matt was watching the show from the bed, but I'm not sure what the jealous part's for. Oh, yes, wait. Jealous because he's been looking for a resonator as well.
Oh,
that's right. See,
if
I sit here long enough and I have enough coffee, we get there.
That one is really worth being jealous of. I mean, it's
see, and
just also
digital. So
I should remove the echo cancellation right for this.
Yeah, I can do it for you. We grab it real quick.
It's not in tune, but just staying alone of it, and even though good. It's a metal metal guitar, it's really warm. It's not bright at all or piercing.
Yeah, it's got a really nice tone to it.
Let's see, that should be. That one does not work at all. It's the G string. Close enough. All right, something like this. Close enough.
I love it. DC Rich 581 says Martin slide cleaning's gotten so much better since he signed that paper down at Crossroads at midnight 2 weeks ago.
I wish.
Ben said it was sounding good.
Thanks.
And Marcia Murray says nice. And
So, yeah,
you got the seal of approval from Steve Cassie guitar as well.
Thanks. Yeah.
That was great.
Still a long way to go, but yeah, the sound of it, it's just, yeah.
Love it.
It's really warm and full and loud as well.
Yeah, the Lamb loves the sound of a resonator, and I wholeheartedly agree with him. And Steve Reeser says that thing is awesome, Martin. It sure is.
Yes, it is.
And Bo says, give my regards to the dude at the Crossroads.
So yeah.
And Ed says, Martin, are you sure you don't come from down south in the USA and not Germany?
I'm definitely not coming from Germany. I'm coming from Austria. South of Germany.
And Glenn Michael Thompson says it has volume without the harshness of most resonators, for sure.
It's especially with metal body resonators. They tend to be a lot of time rather brassy and piercing. They can be piercing, not necessarily, but which is sometimes good in a recording because then they poke out a little bit more. But this one is really warm, full, and yeah.
It sounds great. The Lamb says they sound great with a brass slide. You can make them sizzle and hiss like a snake. The proper swamp blues stuff.
I have a steel one over here.
I want to thank you. That was a treat. That was definitely a treat, my friend.
Thanks, my friend. Yeah, but I prefer this one, porcelain.
Is that ceramic? That one?
Yeah, it's the Joe Perry.
Very nice.
That one, just the right weight for me, and yeah, just fits like a glove on my ring finger.
And I think that's the thing. It's what feels right for you, right? It's if if it feels right, you're gonna play right.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC Rich 581 says Mark Knopfler has done some great recordings on the resonator that he loves.
Yeah. His is I think it's with 3 cones. I'm not sure how they call it. This one is a biscuit. So there are different constructions. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll call it there because I don't think we can pull out anything better than that. That is a perfect way to end this.
Thanks, my
I just
friend.
checked. Pete Thorne is still live. A reminder to everybody that Ben does have BC Rich 581 on the show tonight. Looks like Glass has postponed his show. But enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will see you folks in the chat over at Ben Coom Show later tonight. Martin, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for
Really
having me.
appreciate it. This is a great time. Every time we get together, we have a ball, and then we don't do it for too long. And so, my apologies for not being in better contact.
You're a busy man. I know this, and I'm not much better either. So, yeah.
Time has been conspiring against us, and the time delay on top of it. But thank you very much. Hold on here. We'll talk a little bit more. Let me let these folks out with our theme song from Ben Coombs. All right. Have a great Sunday, folks.